Okay, so we're gonna get started for ELD, 7th grade today. This is the outline for the day. We're gonna practice evaluating evidence, okay? And to do that, we're first gonna review TICA format because I know you guys use the TICA format a lot in ELA class, in social studies class. Do you guys use it in science?
No.
No? Do you do CERs in science?
Yes.
Okay, so that's very similar to TICA. And then we also practice TICA in here when we write our paragraphs. Even though I don't put TICA on the paper, you're still doing the same format. So to evaluate evidence, we're gonna look at topic sentences around the room with a partner and evaluate the different pieces of evidence I've included for topic sentences and pick the best evidence that you would use to support that topic sentence. And I'll explain that more when we get there. So you'll go through the station activity with a partner, and then if we have time, we'll talk about our next writing piece, and you're going to write an argument, a short argument. Okay? Are there any questions? Galilea?
So for the partners thing, will we choose our partners?
It's going to be random based on what you pick out of a jar. Okay?
Oh.
Did anyone need a snack today? No one wants a snack?
No.
Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to review TICA here. Who can tell me what the T in TICA means? Liza? Topic sentence, yes. And when you have a topic sentence, you're restating the question and you need to be specific. Who else can tell me what the I in TICA means? Cesar?
Introduce the quote.
Introduce the quote. So that's when you use transitions. Can anyone give me an example of a transition? Next. Shout them out. Finally.
First.
Then. First. Those are all really good ones. Another example. According to the what? Lastly. Good. So we're pretty familiar with transitions, and you're going to use commas before you introduce the quote, which leads to Q. Who can tell me what Q means? Noelle?
Quote the text.
Yeah, you're going to quote the text or cite the text. So is this, the screen part, when you quote the text, is that your own words or is that somebody else's words?
Somebody else.
Somebody else's. Good job, Rodrigo. And for that part, what do you need around those words?
Quotation marks.
Quotation marks, yep. So you can remember quotation, quote, Q. And then lastly is the A. That's what, Manuel?
Analyze the quote.
Analyze the quote. And this is when you look at your own word. You use your own words to explain how your quote supports your topic sentence. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now I want you to look at an elbow partner. Wait, my marker's over here. With an elbow partner, I want you to talk about what is evidence. So in your own words, what is evidence? You guys can be a group of 3, okay? So what is evidence? And you'll have 1 minute to come up with 2 ideas of what evidence is. Okay? Ready, set, go. What do you guys think evidence is? If you had to pick a word, what's evidence in one word?
Proof.
Proof? That's good. Maybe like facts.
That's true.
Facts. Okay.
Facts.
What makes strong evidence? Okay, the next question I want you to think about with your elbow partner, what makes strong evidence? What makes evidence strong and what makes it weak? So what's like the really good stuff that you want in your paragraph and what's the stuff that you really shouldn't put in your paragraph? Okay? Ready, set, go. What do you guys think? What's strong? Like details?
Yeah.
What about like numbers? Does evidence usually have numbers? Okay. Okay, let's wrap it up here. So what is evidence? What does somebody want to share what you and your partner talked about as what evidence is? Rodrigo?
Like something that proves that
Okay. Proves that you are. You do. The truth. What's your example?
Sometimes whenever you see something bad happen or you go to communicate, they might ask for evidence. You might have to give them like a video or witnesses.
So like evidence in a mystery or like solving the crime. Okay. Let's just put that on here. Solving. We'll put solving the case or the mystery. What other examples, what else is evidence? What word did you guys talk about up here? Or the B?
P? Proof?
Yeah, proof. So it's like you're proving it. Prove it, okay? Anything else about what evidence is?
It's like details.
Details? Anything else? Like a note, Galilea?
Support what you're talking about.
Yeah. So what makes strong evidence? What's like the stuff that you want in your paragraph and the stuff that like doesn't really back up your topic sentence? Liza? Facts. What else do we want?
A lot of
Details, okay. Noelle? Reasoning. I'm thinking of a word that starts with an E. Eggs.
Example.
What?
Example.
Examples. Good. I thought you said eggs.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so as we do this activity, we're going to refer to this yellow chart as what is good evidence. So when you and your partner at each station, you have something to refer back to. So that if you don't agree on what's strong evidence, you both can refer back to this. Okay? So now we're going to pick our partners. And you're going to pick something out of my jar, and you're going to be paired with the person that gets the same thing as you. Who wants to go first? I think I started here last time. I'll start with Andreas down here. Smarties. Whoppers. You can eat it too right now if you want. Smarties. Sweet tarts. Sweet tarts. Whoppers. Gum. Bubble gum. Bubble gum. Bubble gum. So we got one group of 3. What you and you, so raise your hand if you're bubble gum. Okay, raise your hand if you're Smarties. Manuel, you're a Smartie. Raise your hand if you're Whopper. Okay, Whoppers and then Sweet Tarts. How'd that work out? Okay. So what we're going to do now is you and your partner will each grab a clipboard and a piece of purple paper from up here by Andreas. And you're going to go around the room to my posters here. So there's 6 stations. The first one is over here. Okay? And then there's station 1, 2, 3 is on the pod back there. 4 is on the blackboard. 5 is on the bookshelf. And then 6 is by the trash up here. So at each station, you and your partner are going to rotate together. You're going to read the topic sentence. You're going to find the station on your purple sheet. And then you're going to look through the green sheets on there. On these green sheets are different pieces of evidence. Okay? You and your partner need to pick the best evidence to support the topic sentence that's written on the poster. And you're going to write it down on your paper. Are there any questions or clarifications right now? Think we can do it? Okay. Everyone has their name on it? We can go ahead and begin. You and your partner are going to read the topic sentence And then look through the different examples of evidence and write down the best and worst evidence. Go. So your guys' topic sentence right here. Rottweiler dogs do not make good pets. So you're gonna look through here. Where's like the best evidence that they're not good pets? That's the poor evidence. Why do you think that's the poor evidence?
Because it only talks about naming a dog.
A specific dog, and so Pote is my dog. Is Pote a Rottweiler? What kind of dog is he? A pug?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like why? So that's a good one. I put that down as your poor evidence because it's not even talking about a Rottweiler. So in poor evidence, you're gonna write that sentence down right here, and then you're gonna move on to strong. Okay, guys. So your topic sentence is vaping. Do you know what vaping is? Like e-cigarettes?
Yeah.
And other smoking products are harmful to teens. So we need to look for evidence that supports that it's bad for teens. Which one do you think is bad?
This one.
Yeah. So either any one of them that you think is the strong evidence, you're gonna write it down here for strong.
Okay.
Okay, and then the bad one, there's one on here that isn't that good of evidence. You're gonna write that for poor. Okay?
So I'm guessing the poor one is this one, right?
What do you think? What do you and your partner think? Okay, what's your topic sentence? Today's? Can somebody read it for me?
Today's youth have a huge spending power and influence the market.
Influence the market. So this came from our story that we read last two class periods ago. So what would be our strong evidence?
Galileo said that C was a good one.
Okay, do you agree with her?
Yeah.
Why would you agree?
Because it tells you how much they spend a year.
Okay, so there's like actual numbers.
Do we write the whole entire thing?
Yeah. So what would be your poor evidence?
I just thought of this. I think it would be A because new things, like, I feel like you would have to explain, like, more than new things.
And it's not what?
It doesn't explain what things they do.
Like poor evidence.
Yeah, it's poor evidence. So I put that for poor, and then I agree with Galileo that C would be a good choice.
That?
Yeah, that's your poor evidence, and this is your strong evidence. How are you guys doing back here?
Good.
So Anne Frank was a significant person during the Holocaust. What's your strong evidence?
D.
D?
D, yeah.
Why did you pick D?
It has more details.
So if it's significant, it means she's important. So what about this piece of evidence shows that she's important? I think you're right, but I want to know why you think that shows she's important. What does it include? So if we look back to our yellow chart up there, what makes evidence strong? What is that up there?
Facts, details, reasoning, and examples.
Yeah, so it shows the number. How many languages?
70.
70 different languages. Could you imagine writing something and it's translated to 70 different languages? So yes, you are correct. And that is correct for your poor evidence, okay? Raise your hand if you'd like more time. About 1 more minute, is that okay? And then we're gonna rotate. You guys are working so well.
So I got it done.
Good.
I'll put the letter there and then I put what it says.
Okay. Okay, let's finish up the part you're on and then get ready to rotate, okay?
Barely.
So 4, you're going to 5, right there on the bookshelf. You guys are rotating to 4. Noelle and Galilea, or Aletha, you're going to 3. And you. So can you guys read the topic sentence for me?
The software should be banned from all schools in the United States.
Do you agree?
No.
Okay, so even though you don't agree, you still gotta find the best evidence to support it. So which of these do you guys think would be your strong evidence that supports that why we should ban cell phones?
Oh, B. Because it even tells why they're suffering. They're suffering from mental health issues.
So like this quote saying that because kids are always on their phones, they're getting what?
They
Mental
don't learn
They
much.
don't learn.
Is the source trustworthy? Would a psychologist know about mental health?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
because you went to school for it. and
Yeah,
practiced
good.
it.
So I agree that you could pick B for your strong evidence.
For the weak evidence, I would just say C.
Liza, do you agree that C is students need to pay attention, so they need to get rid of their phone? Yeah. Because it's not, according to like using Tika, what's going well for you and what do you need help with? So what's going well and what do you need help with? So what's going well for you with Tika? Like what do you think is your strong suit? Is it the T, the I, the Q, the A? What are you good at? And then for your health, what do you still need help on? T, I, Q, or A? Angel, come on. What are you doing well with for Tika? T, I, Q, or A? Can you write a topic sentence? Okay, so write well. And then tell me, okay, what are you doing well out of Tika? And then what do you need help on? You're gonna pick one of those T, I, Q, or A.
Can we put 2 of them?
Yeah, you can put 2. And then when you're done, you're gonna put your Post-it on the whiteboard where I have this red written. Stick your Post-it up, and then you're gonna put your purple sheet in our grade level basket, and the clipboards go back in my bucket. Okay? So go ahead and do that right now when you're done. And then it should be time to go.